Hey, there we
Hello.
are. Happy Halloween. Well, early Halloween.
Almost.
Almost. It's
It's right
almost there.
around the corner, like literally like a week away. Holy shit.
So, are you like me where like August hits and it's Halloween?
Every year except this year, yes. Cause like
Okay.
I mean, honestly, like when I was living in Florida, auditions for the haunted attraction I worked at were in June or July, sometimes May. So sometimes I would audition like around Memorial Day weekend and then just be like, okay, it's Halloween season and just kind of vibe that way until the end of November.
Okay. Yeah, I love Halloween. I love the season. I love fall. I live in Michigan. I know where you live there's probably some great fall colors as well. Um
Mm-hmm.
I love the feeling. I love hoodie weather, everything about it. Actually, we got somebody else in the back here. And
Oh,
wow, oh, so this person, this is like royalty,
really?
like Halloween royalty back here. I can't believe they found time for us.
Hey, well,
Holy shit. I thought it would be Freddy Krueger, but that's kind of good too.
you guys are pretty.
Yeah,
You guys are pretty cute. Hey,
this
hey.
this is Chuck, and aren't you the son of the devil?
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's my dad.
Wow.
That's my dad. But things are different now. You know, not everybody's like
Yeah.
Satan. Some people are just me. Chuck.
That's
Wow, that
valid. You're valid exactly how you are, Chuck.
and
What?
you're in hell, and there's a pool.
Well, I'm at the Y. I had to get out of the office. It is. My life is. It's complicated, Todd. Really complicated. So, I'm just been, stretching out. I got this broad back home. Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah,
That
Yeah,
I
sounds
so
get it.
terrible.
I
I
just
get
show
it.
up at the Y sometimes.
Well, that's cool. You know how to relax, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's still the Y in hell.
Yeah.
It's
It's
I
better
like
mean,
than no why at all.
I feel
it's
like any YMCA's of the Y in hell.
yeah. Well, like this one's like, oops, all pedophiles. So it's a
I
real
was
watch your ass situation.
well, watch it and then watch it if you know what I mean.
You do well. I you don't look them in the brown
Stop.
eye. You don't. You look away.
Wow.
Whew.
It took us.
I think
It
some of
took
that hell is
us.
leaking out.
It took us 3 minutes to have a first pedophile joke. That's fucking amazing.
Hey,
Oh shit, we got somebody else coming on.
Oh man. Whoa, it's Reagan
Hello.
McNeil.
What is
It
up?
is. It is. It is. Aaron. Aaron.
It's like I'm watching the movie. That's amazing.
I am just as turned on as I am during The Exorcist. Happy Halloween.
that's big fifth circle energy. That's big fifth circle energy.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Hey, Chuck.
Tommy,
You guys got a
baby.
pool?
Babe, I'm at the Y. Ugh. Work's really hectic, so like I've been trying to come down here to the Y because office life.
I guess.
Yeah, it really sucks. You can't work remotely in hell. You gotta go into the building now.
Right into the building. We call it the gulag.
Oh, it sounds kind of cozy.
Like a gulag, like that's a nice place here. You don't even understand. You live in what, 1974?
Roundabout,
No, you're a good puppy dog.
approximately. Oh.
So how's the gig going?
Well, you know, I'm still
Bit,
Chuck, but it's just like a lot more going on for me.
bit off more than you could choose, huh?
Yeah, I don't know, guys. It's it's a complicated situation for me. Being top dog, like it's me, and you guys know me. Some of you guys know me.
Yeah,
Tommy
you
knows
kind of
me.
have huge bottom energy, so I feel like being top dog is really a strain.
I'm a real bottom to top story.
It's beautiful. You really like to switch it up.
It's my book, The Switch by
The
Chuck.
Switch.
Too much. So let's talk about what we're here to talk about, and that's just all things Halloween. Chuck, like I'm sure. Okay, so for me, let me start. For me, there's like I love the nostalgia of Halloween, and I don't know if any of you will remember this cartoon or not. There was this cartoon growing up, and it was this witch, and there was these two little kids, and they turned into the monsters that their mask was, and then everybody else in the town started turning into the costumes that they were. And I sound crazy, but this was like one of my favorite cartoons growing up, and they were all just one color. Like they didn't really have clothes, so they were all kind of. It was just like a fill-in color thing. Does anybody remember this cartoon?
Ugh,
I cannot remember the name of it.
I gotta admit, I'm at a loss. I'll ask Eli in the morning. He might know.
It was one of my favorite cartoons. I would watch that and The Lonesome Ghost by Disney.
Oh fuck yeah!
I don't
classic.
I don't recall either of those.
You don't
Oh.
know The Lonesome Ghost?
Oh, it's what the Haunted
No.
Mansion was sort of spawned out of in many ways.
It's where Mickey and Goofy and Donald are ghost hunters.
I
They're
And
the
don't.
OG Ghostbusters. It's great.
oh my, you're missing out, Holly. You need to like look this up when this is done. Get Disney Plus or something.
I
I'm
have
pretty
Disney
sure-
Plus, so
Oh, it's
I'm
on
pretty
there.
sure
It's on
I'm
there.
pretty sure
Okay.
it's on YouTube as well. I think
Oh, I'm
Disney
sure.
posted it on their YouTube channel a couple years ago for Halloween. 10 out of 10, that one, and then there's another old one where Huey, Dewey, and Louie go trick or treating, and it's very
Yes.
like they like the little devil and the ghost. And I
Yes.
can't remember what the third one is, but that one is really fucking cute.
It's
It's
a-
got that song, that trick or treat, doo doo, trick or treat, doo.
He's a
and that
witch.
shit's been stuck in my head for 20 years.
The other one's a witch with oh yes, Witch's Night Out. T-Bones. T-Bones.
Huh.
That is it. That was the cartoon. Witch's Night Out.
Yay!
the one that the
Huge
first one
shout
you're
out to
talking about.
T-Bone's world.
Yes. It just popped up in chat. I'm like, oh crap. All right. Yes, I'm not crazy. That was the name of it. But yes,
Mystery solved.
Trick or Treat was the Disney cartoon with Huey, Dewey, and Louie. That one, that's the best because that witch gets so pissed off at Donald talking his shit. She tries to not lose her cool, and she eventually does. I love that cartoon. So, Holly, what was
Yes.
the cartoon that you love watching every Halloween? Or cartoon, just that one thing you watch every Halloween.
Well, I liked it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Classic.
I like that one. I can't remember Halloween cartoons for some
Aw.
reason. Maybe because I was such a little scared little bitch. I just was like, I was a scaredy. I mean, I remember like Escape to Witch Mountain, like not cartoon stuff, but like those Disney live action shows. That was Escape to
Okay.
Witch Mountain, right?
Yeah.
And there's another one. Oh fuck, what was it called? Did it have the word brew in it? No, Strange Brew is a Canadian movie about guys
Yeah.
making beer, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't a witch
I know that
movie.
I mean, that's probably a scary movie too.
Um,
So,
but yeah,
Chuck,
I the Great Pumpkin
Great
was
Pumpkin
that was a
Charlie Brown.
Halloween one, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a big one. Chuck, now I know you're into more of the darker stuff, right?
Sometimes, you know.
So tell me like the most extreme movie. Like, so we talk about extreme haunts on the channel and all that. Now there's a thing of extreme movies, right?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, they're just called movies.
But you know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
Like-
they're like Fast and the Furious, like that.
That is
Like
one of my
Michael
worst
Bay,
nightmares.
like, because that's like fucking extreme. I'm gonna get a BMX bike.
I'm thinking more underground type movies. Like what type of movies do you watch that like you're like, I hope nobody walk, and don't say porn, that you're like, I hope nobody walks in on me watching.
It's every time I watch Serbian film, I'm worried my girlfriend Sandra is gonna walk in. So because like that, like so like
Because that's like porn to you.
Well, no. Oh, Tommy, babe, we're gonna watch Serbian film. It's on YouTube, I think, guys, unedited. And don't
Is
watch it
it?
unless you're not. Only watch it if you're gonna watch the unedited cut. Don't be a baby.
Amen.
Which is funny. After you watch the movie, because I promise you've never seen anything like this.
It's a disturbing movie, right?
Yeah. I mean, like they're biting dicks off, you know, like and
Sounds like a good
I've never
time to
watched
me.
I've never
Me
watched
neither.
it. I've heard stories. I've heard many stories. When I was working at MM, you couldn't join if you had seen this movie. And I mean, that should have made me want to watch it. But then, like, people would be like, oh, but this happened. I'm like, why would you watch that?
yeah.
Like, I don't know if I want to see that. I hear you can't unsee things.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a good litmus. Like most people go watch it, and then here, guys, spoilers. Sorry, the movie's like forever old. There's a certain amount of people who are going to hear this line, "newborn porn,"
Oh,
and there are people who will
no.
continue watching the movie, and there will people who stop watching the movie.
I stopped
But-
watching the movie before it ever started
Yeah.
because I just heard some like just horrible things.
It's
See,
supposed
I'm
to
with
be
Tommy.
awful.
Why watch the movie when you can make the movie? Right, Tommy? Right,
Exactly.
Tommy?
Exactly. High five.
Oh.
Love the
High five.
enthusiasm.
High five.
So I heard that the guy that just made the new Halloween movie bought the rights, and they're making an American version of that movie.
I would
Well, it'll
love
suck.
to see somebody do that.
Oh yeah,
That sounds like a joke and also misses the point.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Let me pitch this movie. Okay. Eli Roth directs an American film, or I guess we'll call it with Donnie Wahlberg, or one of the Wahlbergs. You know, we'll just Boogie Nights the fuck out of it. I know some guys who work in TV and movies. I'd watch that.
I mean,
It's going to be called an American film.
I mean, that can't be the name of the movie, right? Can you imagine?
I feel like it would really. I feel like you'd get a lot of like diehard patriots in the theater who would be very, very upset,
Okay. Now
very
this-
confused. They would be
Yeah.
expecting like a 4th of July extravaganza, and they're gonna leave with a therapy bill. So I don't know about that one, Chief. I feel like most movies don't need remade, including that one. Go watch the first one.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
understand most
Or
American
don't.
remakes. I'm like, just watch the other one. It's there. We can all
Right.
read, I think.
Hey,
I think.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah. I
Don't put your
can't. I can't.
expectations on me.
I can't do subtitles. I can't. I just watched Squid Games, and thankfully they had a dubbed version because I can't do the subtitles. It goes too quick. I read
Oh
way
man.
too
See,
slow.
I have a really like dark and brooding history where I was the president of my high school's anime club, and we used to do an annual debate on the merits of subbed versus dubbed Japanese media. So my opinions run deep. I just wish dubs were better. That's the problem. Like, I love the idea of not having to read, but why are you hiring the worst voice actors you can find from like the bottom of the local used car salesman commercial voice acting club?
You spent all your
Chuck-
money on the movie.
Chuck's got an opinion on
That's
this.
But
right.
it's the distribution company that's doing the dubbing. Surely they've got something somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Hot take, but I think Netflix is killing it with the dubbing. We help with that. But I think Netflix is
And
dubbing
how?
to a lot of because the amount of horror you can watch on Netflix at this point, that specifically comes from other parts of the world, is astounding.
That's true. I started watching a show that I didn't even realize was dubbed. I
Mhm.
did not even realize it was dubbed for a very long time. and it took one. I mean, it was just one bad lip reading or bad lip.
Yeah.
It looked like a bad lip reading for like one scene that I was like, wait a second, and I went and looked it up and saw that it was like a French show, and that was interesting. It was, I mean, it was well into that first. When I say the longest time, I mean first episode. Like normally you can tell, but it was pretty good. The actors' voices seemed to fit, or the actors' image, like it fit their voices fit what they look like. I've seen a lot of dub stuff where it just doesn't fit.
Right. Yeah, that's for sure. So, Mel's,
Yeah.
haunted houses. Where have you been this year? What's been your favorite?
Oh boy, where have I been this year? Let's see. We did 100 Acres Manor outside of Pittsburgh, which is a great one. Like, can never go wrong. It's very, I don't know. It's real. What's the word I'm looking for? Slick. It's a lot of money, and you see the money, and it's like, yeah, I like money too. And then where else have we gone? We've been to a bunch, and now I can't think of fucking anything. We're going tomorrow night to the Haunted Hoorah outside of Columbus, Ohio, and then the next night to the Haunted Hoochie. So this weekend is like our big haunting weekend. But actually, my favorite this year has been Crawford School of Terror, which is a very small haunted attraction, extremely close to where I live, which is cool. It's just like a couple towns away, and I had never been, and I had heard some honestly less than stellar things from other people in the haunt community around here. Just that it was amateurish. That was always what I heard. And then I went, and I was like, bro, they're not amateurish. They're just not fucking lazy, and they don't go buy up the Trans World show floor to build their haunt. They actually make stuff. So yeah, Crawford School of Terror, Connellsville, PA. If you're anywhere near there, I highly recommend it. Very, very charming. In an old school, 9 out of 10. Amazing.
Very nice. Okay. So yeah, if you're in that area, check that out. Now, I'm excited. I know I talked about this on another live. I got my tickets. I'm going to Eloise Insane Asylum. They just opened up. It's people that do the Penhurst Asylum.
Oh, okay.
So now they got this one in Michigan, and I'm so pumped because this place was like terrifying growing up. It was a tuberculosis facility, so they had like camps outside because they wouldn't let people in with the patients that were inside. And I mean, there's just so much dark history around this building. Just cemeteries all over it because so many people died there.
Cool.
It's terrifying, and you get to actually go in the basement where supposedly there was a lot of surgeries and stuff that wasn't supposed to go down. So I'm very excited about doing that. I'm doing that on the 29th.
Like maybe lobotomies when you did surgery in quotation.
Oh,
Maybe.
Lobo is
Maybe.
hooking it up with the Lobo.
So, Chuck, I hear that you have a party trick that you can tell fortunes.
I can.
Oh.
I am really incredibly, I'm the son of the devil. It has its perks.
All
And
right.
Not just the hook.
The claw.
The
The talon,
claw.
as I've heard it called.
Bald eagle.
So Chuck, go around and get all of us. We want our fortunes.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
man.
want fortunes, god damn it.
All right. Okay. Tommy,
Mm-hmm.
something's coming through to me. It's coming through a name. This isn't a fortune. G, a name that starts with a G. Is that hitting anything for you?
Nope.
Nothing. Tommy,
Nothing.
you're gonna die in a horrible car wreck.
I figured it. Will it be a driverless car?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
That really, Chuck, I feel like because you didn't feel like you were hitting it on the spot, you just wanted to say something very mean. Like,
Sometimes, like it plays to, it pays to play ball, Tommy.
Oh well, I'm sorry.
I thought we were friends. I thought we were more than
Oh,
friends.
G, like the G sound, like J.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. My dog's name is
Janessa,
Elijah.
you're right. Janessa, you said Janessa?
No, my dog's name is Elijah.
Your dog is going to die
Is
in
that
a
right?
horrible car crash.
No.
Can we just take that
Elijah.
back? Could you just like change that fortune? I mean, it figures because I don't hardly ever drive, so probably.
Okay,
I'm gonna
so
go
it's got to
out
be
and-
Todd. Is your dog's name is Janessa?
No.
Is there a
It's not.
Janessa in chat?
Janessa, you're there. Wait, you're a
Is
dog,
the-
right? Janessa?
Who's
I don't
Janessa?
think you're speaking to anyone who knows who
I'm talking
knows
to
anyone
you.
around here.
Your name is Janessa, am I right?
Me?
Yep.
Not presently. Not right now.
I'm gonna beat your ass, Janessa. You know,
She's on
guys,
my ass.
life used to be a lot easier for me. You know, it's like
I feel like the office workspace has clouded some of your judgment.
judgment. That's all I do. Ugh. It's like my whole thing now. Sucks, guys.
So,
Do you
Alright,
see
Chuck.
anything bad in Todd's future or past? Nothing
Todd?
bad could happen to Todd Steeler.
Nothing
Todd
bad could happen to
Steeler.
Todd Steeler.
I'm gonna tell you right now, don't ever, ever drive a bus anywhere.
Drive?
The first thing that happens to you, you're gonna be beaten to death with a hammer.
The very first thing.
Terrible.
That's
And
the
then what?
first thing that's-
And then things get really bad.
Well, and then I
For
think
you,
your corpse
Tommy.
will just be forgotten about. That'd be so sad. I'm seeing something too now. Wow.
Yeah, man. But then like the beauty. There's beauty to this because
Okay.
it sounds to me like, I mean, I only really threatened Janessa, but I mean, you guys are gonna die, and that means, I mean, you're coming here
Oh
What
yeah.
I mean. at the YMC pool. Oops, all pedophiles.
Jesus.
It's my favorite Halloween themed breakfast cereal. I'm in the aisle and I'm like, do you want chocolate? Nah, give me the oops all pedos.
Yeah, imagine it right now. Here I am. I'm hiding in a YMCA in between water aerobics
Okay.
and just constant sexual assault.
Okay. So Chuck, I hear that you got a new thing that's starting up, and from what I'm told, November 6th, is that going to be the date?
November 6th. Yeah, like I said, it's stressful. It's so stressful. This is where I am.
In a pool.
So November 6th at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, Aristocrat Nights will start up.
Woohoo.
We will have links in the Facebook group. We're going to have links on the Horror Road Trip website, which is just horrorroadtrip.com. There will be a one-time waiver that you have to fill out that will get you in. And the show runs, it's going to be like a TV show. So every night that this happens, which will be once a month, the storyline will continue. And it will be held over Zoom. You'll get sent a Zoom link the night of. Come in. Hopefully you don't get too offended because, as you can see, Chuck is
Rancid.
it's quite
Just
offensive.
horrible.
I'm not the rancid one.
Holly, you got to attend some Aristocrat nights.
Oh yeah.
Do you think it's something for everybody, or do you
No.
think people should heed the warning?
No, people should heed your warning. If you are at all easily offended, even if it's hard to offend you, this might offend you. But if you're easily offended, then stay out of Aristocrats.
Yes, I definitely agree with you.
Sorry, my dog muted me.
Oh,
It is not for the faint of heart at all. But it's a good time.
Will you be joining the Aristocrat night?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh hell
So I guess,
20.
Chuck, what type of things can people expect when they do an Aristocrat Nights?
Well, as always, we're trying to vibe. We're trying to chill. It's hell. It's hell. It's hell. It's hell. We're in hell. So sometimes you just gotta let loose. Be calm. Be calm. Be calm. And so that's what we try to vibe with. It's a lot of our friends just hanging out, having a drink after a long day's work. But it's hell.
Yeah.
Could people ask to do stuff on camera in front of everyone?
Oh yeah, I mean, everybody loves a good fucking party trick, right? So
What's a bar night without some public humiliation?
Right?
I mean,
Okay.
There's Truth or Dare. There's Never Have I Ever.
So all sorts of fun stuff.
All sorts
So,
of fun games.
Chuck, how much does it cost?
just the tips, my friend, just the tips. It is free of charge.
Just the claw tip.
Just the tips.
All right.
Is there two of them now?
No, I come to Aristocrat Nights to find out who here has seen my junk. Huh?
Well, that is very cool.
It'll be fun.
So back on track to Halloween.
Woohoo.
We talked about some movies. We talked about. Does anybody, Mels? You decorate apparently.
A little bit.
What does the outside look like? Like, do you do a yard display at all, or do you just decorate inside?
I mean, so my entire childhood, yes, we did a very, very elaborate yard display. This year in my current residence, no, we don't have very much front yard, and our side yard is completely full of old cars. So we have a couple of tin pumpkins, and about 6 real pumpkins out on the front porch. We got those little fucking Dollar Tree lights, the little solar lights. I'm sure everybody's fucking seen those. So yeah, that's kind of that. And then inside it's mostly vintage wall hangings. And then we have a huge blow mold collection on top of the claw machine in the other
That's
room.
awesome. You showed me that. That's amazing. I have tons of Christmas blow molds. I have no Halloween ones. I wish I did.
I
I
highly
feel-
recommend them. They're very special, highly collectible.
I feel like I'm missing out on them. So this year we already went and bought all of our pumpkins. I got 4 fake ones and 10 real ones to carve.
Nice.
So every year we buy fake ones so that just a couple of fake ones so that we can carve them, and then it just keeps building and building and building. We're going to be, I think we may hit 70 this year.
I see
with
you're a
all-
fan of
Wow.
the overwhelming jack-o'-lantern aesthetic as well, because that's it's a whole thing. That's a
Yes.
whole specific energy, just a fuck ton of jack-o'-lanterns.
Yes, my yard just
Thank
solid
you.
covered with jack-o'-lanterns. And then we even have video projectors on some, so they
Yes.
sing and they tell ghost
Yeah.
stories to the kids when they come by.
When I was a child, we did the Haunted Mansion graveyard at my parents' house.
Oh.
My dad and I built all the tombstones. We ran speakers and fog outside, and it would play Grim Grinning Ghosts. And yeah, so I love a big
Oh, I
yard
love
display.
that.
Fuck
I
yeah.
love that. We have for animatronics, we got a witch, we got a werewolf. And then I got a lot of video projectors. I got dancing skeletons that dance in this forest. I have zombies trying to break out of the house, and then I have portable zombie tanks where they're trying to bust out. It says CDC on it,
Yeah.
and I have LCD monitors all around for windows, so they start banging on it and trying to break the glass.
Fuck yeah. We have a
Um,
zombie in our dining room, but he doesn't move or anything. He's made out of paper mache.
I got some paper mache ones. I have a lot of chemical barrels that I turned into toxic waste barrels, so I have those all over. Now my big question is, do I do a candy shoot this year? I did it last year because of COVID, and I don't know if this year needs a candy shoot or not. Now,
Was it a
vaccinated.
hit? Was it popular? I mean, did the kids like it?
The kids liked it. There was a little bit of a learning curve to it, but I mean, it was nice, and you could see the parents respected it because they were like, "Hey, cool! They're not touching our candy because you just left it in the bag and you just tilted the bag up and it slid down right into the bag, into their bag." So
I like that.
I mean, it was nice because of COVID staying away, but at the same time, it was a lot of freaking work, and I don't know if I want to set it up again.
I say if it's themed and it looks cool, then do it. If
Oh,
it just,
so it's in a giant jack-o'-lantern.
then do it. Yes.
And then and so the tongue is the chute.
Oh,
So
then
they have to
fuck
walk
yeah,
up
do
to the
it.
mouth. All right. I'll set it up this year.
That sounds amazing. Even if you're
Does
just
it-
sticking your hand out of the mouth and dropping it, that'd be sick. I just want a giant pumpkin to give me candy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's about 5 foot tall.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's the best.
Yeah, it's
And it
pretty
doesn't-
cool.
Having the shoot doesn't hinder your ability to see the costumes or anything. You can see the kids.
I don't like talking to the kids.
Yeah. Fuck
Oh,
them
well, then the
kids.
shoot is definitely the way to
But
go. I mean,
My
come on.
wife loves it. My wife's out there and she's like, "Oh my god, look at you," and all that good stuff. Me, I'm just like, yeah, cool. Like I like doing the decorations and talking to people about the decorations.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, kid, your parents took you to Spirit Halloween. You look great. You'll throw it away in a month.
Well, I'm in Michigan. Like you don't see the costumes. It's
Yeah.
too cold. It's almost
Mm.
snowing. So they just have on. It's great. It's great because the parents go and they spend all this money on a costume, and the kid wears their winter jacket on.
No, they
See,
need
I-
the thermal below 32 underwear to go underneath the costume that keeps you warm underneath the costume.
That would be
Parents
smart.
are silly.
See, I just grew up in the exact opposite because I grew up in Central Florida. So
Oh, wow.
all of my youth trick or treating memories are just sweat. Like when I was 7, I had it in my heart. I wanted to do as screen accurate of a Darth Vader as I could.
Oh no.
And I did. And it looked really fucking great for like a 7-year-old girl inside of there. And I'll send you pictures, Chris. You would love it. I went to Chuck E. Cheese dressed that way and everything. But the fucking the eyes, the lenses in the eyes just completely fogged. My poor father is leading me along by the hand, little Darth Vader just tottering down the fucking hill. Can't see jack shit, but like I was all about the character integrity, so I didn't want to take the head off. So
That's
yeah,
awesome.
I'm so used to a horrible sweaty Halloween. Last year was my first actual autumn weather Halloween. And it
Really?
kind of sucked because I was working at an entirely outdoor attraction for the whole thing. But like, I mean, it's different. It's nice to go to a haunted house and not melt. Because that's just what I'm fucking used to. I'm used to going to Horror Nights and like I'll show up looking, fucking beat to hell, looking great, and then I'll leave looking like I left a bar fight. So, I'm down. I'm down with the chilly weather.
It
Halloween's
rains
like-
here.
Yeah,
It just rains.
It rains most of the time here too for Halloween, unfortunately. So I only set up my lawn on Halloween. One,
Oh.
I don't live in the best neighborhood, and then 2, it just because of the weather. Like last night, my neighbors had a huge display up, and we had a thunderstorm with some strong winds. Completely ruined everything. Like I feel so bad. Finally, I wasn't the only house on the street to decorate, and their stuff just got completely ruined.
Aw.
But
So do you just
Have you
take
s-
Halloween day off if you have to work? You just take it off?
I take off the 30th and the 31st. So the 30th, I carve all the pumpkins, and that usually takes from like 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. to do.
Nice.
And then the next day, I wake up early and I start setting up, and I usually finish like half an hour before kids start coming out trick or treating.
Wow.
See, that's crazy because when my dad and I did our display, we would set it up like midway through September and run it every single night, and
Oh,
then
I
we
wish.
would run it all night long on Halloween. We'd run it till sunrise. So
That's cool. I wish so much that I could do that. Just we get a very small window of anybody coming, and like I said, the weather here just sucks. Like the
Yeah.
wind gets so bad here.
ugh. We had a huge storm tonight with a bunch of wind, which I don't know why that reminded me, but just I feel like another question worth posing to everybody. What are we doing on Halloween this year?
Ooh.
Well,
I'm handing
Chris,
out candy.
we know what Chris is doing. What about you, Holly? What are Tommy? I'm so sorry. What are you doing for Halloween, Tommy?
Tommy. That's funny. My name really is Holly.
No, your name is Ms.
Doug likes to
Wessel.
call me Tommy. Yes. That's right, Tommy myself. I probably won't do anything because my grandson's going to be out of town, which he's the one that like it's Halloween is his jam. He loves Halloween so much. He said it's the only reason he likes October.
No.
I mean, it would be the only reason anybody like October, right? It was just pretty funny. But so he's going to be out of town, which bums me out. But there's a thing called Trunk or Treat, where a bunch of cars get together in a park, and that's supposed to be happening tomorrow night. So maybe we'll go there. He got a costume for. He doesn't watch it, but the Squid Game, I guess he doesn't watch it, but I guess he saw some characters, and whoever wears red. I don't know, with a square face. I've not watched it. That he got this. He made his mom order this costume, and it still hasn't got here. So he's like devastated because it's Trunk or Treats tomorrow. So I don't know what he's going to do for a costume, but other than that, I don't.
My trunk or treat that I wanted to go to.
COVID did or what did?
Television.
Oh, television.
It happened the weekend of my drive-ins trunk or treat. That's okay.
Why don't they have a trunk or treat closer to Halloween?
I mean, I'm sure there are other ones in the area, but like we wanted to go to the one at our drive-in theater that we like to go to, and we wanted to take one of the cool cars, but next year. Television was way better.
It was pretty damn good.
Way better.
It was pretty damn good. But what are you doing, Chuck? Chuck is just always in Halloween, so.
Oh, I'm thinking about having just like a kind of a quiet Halloween. Like little like, honestly, it's either like I'm gonna TP the Ponderosa, or
that sounds like a good time.
And then I'm just gonna go home and watch,
or burn it down, or both.
Can you just watch some movies?
Yeah.
Hand out some candy. Arson first.
Yes.
Or toilet paper. God.
What movie are you gonna watch?
Exorcist, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, slower.
Slower.
I agree. That was hot.
Exorcist. What's the take on the remake?
There's a remake?
Yeah, they're remaking The Exorcist.
They are remaking it.
They're remaking it. It signed on about a month ago. I think they already started filming.
I don't think that they can do what they did in the original.
No.
Abuse a child to the point where they act like that?
Yes.
Well, and the whole crucifix scene and all that.
I'm just bored. I'm fucking bored. Give me new imagery. Give me new names. Give me new stories. Like, holy fuck. I come up with random ass stories every couple of days, and you're telling me that like 30 Hollywood executives with more money than we can even imagine can't just do a new thing?
Well, this is what bugs me about The Exorcist, right? For the remake is I totally support a reboot or a remake of a movie if it doesn't hold up today. But you watch The Exorcist today, and it holds up still. It's still creepy. The special effects, I mean, they could use some work, but they work. I mean, it's great. When that movie, how many years ago did it come back to theaters? And they had new footage with it. And you don't remember that?
It was for like the 25th anniversary or something. That's when the spider walk scene was actually put into the movie.
Okay, yes, I have seen it then. I watched it.
And I remember I was working at a movie theater when it came out, and we sold out like every night for it. It had such a good following, and that's what movies need to do. I think these older movies, instead of rebooting them,
is just fucking re-release it. That's the drive-in that I was just talking about last year during COVID when there were no new movies. They just did old movies every single weekend. Me and Eli, we got to see like fucking Beetlejuice, Lost Boys double feature, Nightmare on Elm Street, Jurassic Park, E.T., Back to the Future triple feature. Every single night, this drive-in was fucking packed.
Yeah.
Every single night. Their snack bar lines, I mean, they were social distanced, but were fucking insane. And then they come back this year, and we only went 3 times the whole year. We went both weekends where they showed old movies, and then one weekend to see new movies because we wanted cheese fries. And the fucking it was empty when we went and saw, oh my god, that Clint Eastwood Nightmare, and then Malignant, which also
Ugh,
sucked.
that other
It
I
was
love
nightmare.
Malignant.
What?
oh,
What?
I
Ugh.
loved it. I saw it coming a mile away, but I loved it.
it was, I mean, it was hilarious. Okay, so when me and Eli were watching it, we're fucking sitting in the Impala, and he's like, Melody, this should have been a video game, not a movie. And I was like, I agree with this. I agree. I just thought it was strange, and it wanted to be Basket Case so bad. Nothing can be Basket Case.
Yes,
So
it did feel like a reboot of Basket Case.
just let me see Basket Case in the movie theater, for fuck's sake. They put Drive-In Massacre, which was, by the way, god awful. It was one of the worst horror movies I've ever seen. And they put that at the drive-in. They won't show Basket Case? I don't understand.
I need to find out. I directed a movie years ago, and it was called Bite Me the Movie. And make sure if you try to look it up, because I just said that, you put the movie, because after we made it, we found out there was a porn called Bite Me. So that comes up. That comes up a lot more than our movie.
You're allowed to tell us that you directed a porno, Chris. I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you too.
So
I'm sorry, Todd.
this movie though was Lost Boys meets Office Space, and it was about this D&D guy who is like an in the closet nerd, and when he's at work though, he's the coolest guy in the office. He puts on this big persona. Well, he goes up to this cabin retreat for the weekend, and he brings his roommate with him, who is out LARPing and gets bit by a vampire while he's out there. And one by one, all the co-workers start getting bit by vampires. Now, the main character doesn't want to give away that he's a nerd, so he has to try to save the day while also keeping his cool persona going. And it's an incredibly offensive movie. I love making offensive stuff. So, like with television, a lot of jokes that are very that people may cringe at. But I want to get. I don't even have a copy of this movie anymore.
How do you not have a copy of it?
So we filmed it, and I learned that you can't work with people that you think are friends. Buddy of mine made all the music, and we were on the news. We sold out at our local movie theater. They actually canceled the movie Prom Night because we sold more tickets than it, and got put us into the big theater. The Prom Night remake, not the original. And the music that we had on it, after it played, the guy came to us and served us with papers saying that we owed him money for the music that he had done, even though this was all supposed to be for free. So we removed the music, so I don't have any music on it. And then after that, I just didn't even get a copy of it. But yeah, I love to get a copy and just show it one night, like on YouTube.
We demand the release of your pornography.
We do.
Please post your porn.
And then I was in a bunch of B-rated movies too. One, I find them at Best Buy every now and then, and if I find them, I buy a copy. One was called The Remake, and it was basically, and I didn't write it or anything, I just acted in it. We were remaking Friday the 13th, but it wasn't called Friday the 13th, but that was the same premise. And we all got killed in famous ways from the Friday the 13th series.
That sounds fun.
That was such a fun movie. I loved it. We had a blast. We filmed in like 3 days. We went up north and just nonstop filming for 3 days. And then we filmed another movie called They Must Eat. And it was basically the movie Willard with the rats. But this one, Chuck. but it had ghouls instead. And that one, I think that one's on Amazon Prime.
Nice.
But I played the douchebag boss in it. And yeah, I don't know. I love acting. I love being in these like just B movies. Just anything that's horror. I love it. Freaking Chuck down there. That little O face. There you go, buddy.
Yeah.
So if you could not remake but reboot so that everybody could watch a movie that holds up like that, like The Exorcist, which would you like to see just come back?
Okay, I've thought about this, and this is going to be a controversial one, and I know that it will piss people off. I would love to see a found footage movie of A Clockwork Orange.
Oh,
Ooh.
I'd
I'm
watch
leaving.
that.
I'm leaving.
That sounds pretty
why,
good.
That's why I knew it would piss somebody
Ugh.
off.
I'm calling
Mills,
New
I'm
Line.
sorry.
You
Do you
hurt
not like
me.
that movie?
Me?
Yeah.
That is my favorite piece of
Okay.
cinema of all time.
I love
Absolute, unequivocal number one. That's sacred ground, bro.
I have a bowler hat signed by Malcolm McDowell.
No
have
way.
And
I
I told
have
him that
a-
I wanted to remake his movie that he starred in. And
Yikes.
he was very nice to me. He
Me
signed it and then
too.
told me to fuck off.
I had a piece of art that I did in high school signed by Malcolm McDowell. I did like little
Nice.
Clockwork Orange fan art as a youngin', and I saved it for many years and had it signed a couple of years back by him. It was really, really cool. And I was
Did you say in high
cosplaying
school?
yeah, I did the art in high school, and then I had it signed by him a couple of years ago. But yeah, I was cosplaying Alex DeLarge at the time that I met him, and he was very, very complimentary, which was really exciting.
Such a nice guy.
Yeah,
Such
he
a
was
nice
really
guy.
nice. I mean, he was old, like he had that like crotchety old man energy, but he was super nice.
I thought when I met him at one of the conventions, I expected him to be a jerk. Like usually I can gauge it pretty good, like who's good to, I mean, he's a big actor. He's earned it. He's done a lot of stuff. So I thought, oh, this guy's just gonna sign my stuff and send me on my way. No, like he had a conversation, extremely polite. He respected the fact that we were there because of him, and he liked it. So I give him huge props. He was great. Some of the other people I met a lot. Robert England was probably my favorite.
We almost went to see Robert Englund when he came to Steel City Con, and we just got too busy.
It's you have to be there when the convention opens to even get a
Mhm.
ticket.
Yeah, that was
And-
one of the other reasons we're like, oh, the fucking, to sign something. I couldn't do it. That's why I met Christopher Lloyd, but I just talked to him. I didn't
Oh,
get
that's
anything
cool.
signed, and I didn't take any pictures. But I did have a 9-minute conversation with Christopher Lloyd, which
That's
is
pretty
cool, I guess. Yeah, he was really nice.
I had to go to 3 conventions before I actually finally got to meet Robert England. And when I did though, like the reason why it sells so quick, one, he's popular, but it's so limited because he makes sure to talk to each person for about 5
Aw.
minutes. And he finds some sort of story in his past to relate to you and just
Aw.
talk about like whatever. I had him I have an Elm Street sign signed by almost all of the Elm Street victims.
Nice.
And then I got the glove and it says I am God, bitch. Signed by him.
Fuck
Nice.
yeah.
Did you get
And,
Did you get Johnny Depp to sign that? Poster?
Johnny Depp I did not get to sign, and there's
Do you still have it? Like if you ever
yeah
get him to sign it?
yeah it's a straight up
cool.
just regular street sign from Elm Street. The only I don't have Johnny Depp, I don't have Patricia Arquette, and I don't have the guy from Part 2,
Mm.
the main guy from Part 2, but I'm
Yeah.
meeting him in a few months.
Nice.
So I will
Nice.
have his, and I'll be down to just those 2. Everybody else I have.
It's funny.
Nice.
Just like a couple months ago, we went to this convention called Living Dead Weekend,
Oh, yeah.
which is held in the Monroeville Mall, where Dawn of the Dead takes
So
place in its
cool,
entirety.
So cool.
And that is again like in the general vicinity of where we live. And we got a so like old school like flat Halloween wall hangings. I mean, I'm looking at them right now, but the camera can't see it. You know what I'm talking about? The flats
Yeah.
that go on the wall. They had a Return of the Living Dead themed pack of those.
Oh, hell
That
yeah.
we bought, and we have one, and it's the it's the fucking two punk zombies standing in front of the moon, and we got
Yeah.
almost the majority of the main cast of Return of the Living Dead signed that.
Very
Wow.
So that was
That's
really cool. Linnea Quigley was she was cute. Oof,
Yeah.
that bitch was dressed spicy. I'm like, honey, you are only wearing fishnets like from head to toe.
Yes.
It was great though. She was very nice. But the fucking nicest one was Spider. Oh my god, he was a hoot.
I don't think I've ever met him.
He was really nice. He was just really enthusiastic and jet lagged and really caffeinated. It was very funny.
So I used to have a horror review site, and it was called Reviews from Beyond. And I still have the Facebook group. It's a dead group. I haven't gone on it in I don't know how long. But it was me and my buddy who used to travel to all these conventions. And at one point, like the group got big. I think at one point we had like 10,000 members. And he posted a thing, and it was like, who was the best? And why I'm drawing a blank. Tommy from Friday the 13th. Am I right on the name? Did I just screw up a Friday the 13th?
Tommy Jarvis. No,
yes, thank you. Who was the best Tommy Jarvis? And we had, Corey Feldman, the guy from like Part 5, and then Thorne Matthews from 6. And all of a sudden in the comment, the one person voted Thorne Matthews and put Thorne Matthews is the best, and it was by Thorne Matthews.
That's
I was like, oh shit. I thought that was like the coolest thing ever, and I looked it up and it was actually him. So I thought that was pretty cool that he followed us and was able to joke around and stuff like that.
I love that.
Gosh, the
That's
only
great.
idol of mine I've ever met is Chuck Palahniuk, like an author.
Ooh, that's a really good one.
Chuck Palahniuk, he wrote Fight Club,
Haunted.
Joke, Haunted.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, there you go. Tommy, Haunted is one of my favorite books ever written.
I have a signed copy.
Mhm.
I'll send you a picture.
Yeah, there we go.
To hell.
There we go. Spooky books.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very few things are as scary as Chuck Palahniuk's Haunted.
Yeah,
Really?
some fucking weird ass fucking shit.
Mhm.
The one about the toilet or the pool drain. Watch out, Chuck.
Yeah. Pretty famously, he made people pass out while reading the story Guts, which is the introduction to that story, and it's literally about having to chew through your own intestines, which are being pulled out of your butt through a pool drain.
Don't
while you're
spoiler
drowning.
alert.
No, you have to, kids, because I don't want T-Bone's world to pass out.
It's hilarious.
And then it gets so much worse.
The reason I asked Mel's if you were in high school when you said you were in high school for the Clockwork Orange is so that I don't feel like such a shitty parent that my daughter's favorite movie was a Clockwork Orange when she was probably before she was in high school.
Yeah, my dad's a fucking preacher, and he was okay with me watching it. I feel like when movies, it's really funny when movies hit like a certain age, suddenly, even like sometimes very reserved people are just like okay with it because it's old. It just cracks me up. But like, I don't know, my dad saw Clockwork Orange the year it came out, projected on the side of Carnegie Mellon when he was in college in a fraternity. So like,
wow,
he's got fond memories of it. And he was like, oh, you rented this from Blockbuster when I was out of town? Smart move.
My daughter made we did the white elephant gift exchange thing for Christmas because we've just gotten too big. Our family's just huge. And she made a basket, like a gift basket for movie night with a Clockwork Orange in it. And I was like, I don't know that many people in our family is going to appreciate that. She's like, well, I'll just steal it if nobody would want to steal it.
Fucking classic.
I don't know. It is a classic.
It's fucking classic. Also, just because someone said vampires recently, Chris, when you were talking about your movies, that's our Halloween plan. My husband and I, we just settled on going to a Halloween vampire ball in a nearby town. It's on the 30th. On actual Halloween, we'll probably just, I don't know, eat Fritos and candy. I don't know.
We pass out candy? Do you get a lot of trick-or-treaters? No?
This is my first Halloween in this house, in this neighborhood, but I'm just going to say no. They've never had trick-or-treaters in the past, so I expect 0. We don't have a sidewalk. It's just like our yard just meets a semi-busy road. So like no one's going to be walking around here.
Oh, gotcha.
But yeah, so there's we recently went to this place called the Grand Midway Hotel, which is it was supposedly extremely haunted place in PA. I guess it was on, I don't know, Ghost Hunters or one of those shows.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Is it just on Ghost Hunters or is something bigger?
Probably
there a
something
movie?
bigger too. Maybe, I have no idea. It's been referenced in a bunch of stuff, but we went there recently and it was really cool. They have themed suites and they support a lot of ghost hunting and stuff. It's a really old, creepy building that used to be a brothel. And the owner also owns a church in the same town, and inside the church he houses the entire private Anne Rice doll collection.
What?
Yeah,
For-
so
For
like
all the vampire movies and stuff?
no,
Or
like
just
her
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 private doll
collection
collection?
of porcelain dolls. Yeah, she was
What?
looking to either get rid of them or display them, and he had just bought this church, and he's like, "Holy shit, fill my church with your haunted dolls." And now
Nice.
they're just kind of on display there whenever he hosts events. So he's like, "Yeah, pay $15 and dress up like a vampire, and we'll all come hang out with the haunted dolls in the church." And I'm like, "Okay,
Nice.
that sounds fun." So I gotta figure out a vampire costume. That's gonna be neat.
You could be Bella Swan. I'm just kidding.
I'll be okay. I had a huge Twilight moment when I was young, though. Oof, those books came out at just the right moment for
My daughter too.
poor
Are you
baby
about
Melody.
28,
Li-
29?
We're not going to go into it.
Okay, well,
age
my
is
daughter's
irrelevant.
28. My daughter's 28, and she was obsessed with those books. But I think it was
That's
right before
the time.
the very last one came out in print. She made me read them. And then my niece, because I read all of them, made me read this series called House of Night. For the better part of 2 years, I was reading young adult, teenage vampire books. And I finally read my first adult book, like grown-up book. And I was expecting there to be, I was like, where's the supernatural element? Where's
the love
like, oh my God,
triangle?
where's the werewolf?
It's funny though, I did that to my parents too. My mother also read the whole Twilight series right after I did, and then my mom read the Hunger Games. Both my parents read Hunger Games as I read them when they came out.
Yeah, I did that with my daughter too. I always
How
wanted. She
wholesome.
was like just so into it that I was like, yes, let me encourage this part of you. But I also I read all the Anne Rice books when I was younger. Like I remember, I still probably have my original copy of the Vampire, or Interview with the Vampire, which is falling apart. But I read that, and I think I was in high school when I read that. And that's probably what got me started on the whole. I like horror. I like to read horror. I don't like to watch horror on the screen because I can't control the imagery. But I like to read horror. What's your favorite horror book that's not a movie? Anybody? If anybody has one, Haunted for Chuck right there.
That's never been made into a movie, or is better than its movie.
Never been made into a movie. One that you
I don't think I have one then. I'm much more of a movie watcher than a book reader, but I do love the book version of Let the Right One In. It's really, really, really not anything like either of the movies. The book is incredible. It's one of my favorite books of all time, actually. Probably is my favorite book. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. I did actually read a fucking horror book recently. Oh, what was it called? God, how could I forget? Because I read it and then I listened to the audiobook like 3 times. It was about a post-apocalyptic society where humans were being bred for meat instead of animals.
Nice.
And it was like incredibly fucking graphic about how how factory farming would work if it was people and not pigs.
Would it be worse?
I mean, it
more
definitely
cruel?
it pushed it into perspective. It was definitely more cruel, yeah, because they had to unhuman.
So, have any of
first.
you read Poppy Z. Bright's Exquisite Corpse?
Oh yes.
Yeah, have you?
Oh yeah, I've read
Have
all
you,
of
Chuck?
Poppy Z. Bright's work. Oh yeah.
Oh my God!
Chuck has.
Yes, Exquisite Corpse is the first book I ever read that made me actually like put it down because the imagery was like too much for a book. I mean, because I can usually control the imagery in my head when I'm reading. I couldn't. It was so. There's this one scene that's so graphically written, and it's. I mean, I would call it horror. I mean, it's not horror like it's more realistic horror, like serial killer horror kind of stuff, but it was so well written and so. I mean, I just couldn't understand how this person could write this without not having done this exact thing. So it like freaked me the fuck out. I had to put it down for a minute. I had to pick it back up, but read it. If you read it, it's good. It's good. I love Poppy Z. Bright too.
I read a Goosebump book once.
Yeah.
Is that so Chris is like, does it have pictures? I mean, Todd.
Yeah,
Does it
yeah,
does it have
yeah.
pictures?
If it has pictures, if it has pictures,
I
if it
mean,
has
these
pictures that I can
days,
color, I'm
yeah,
all about it.
these days kind of mood. I sometimes barely have the fortitude to watch a whole movie. I get so easily distracted and there's so much shit to do.
I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Not me. Not me. I could watch movies all day. I got nothing to do. I just watched the new Marvel movie, the Shang-Chi.
Oh,
And
did you like it?
it's so good. It's so good. But I love
I
all
liked
Marvel stuff. Not
I liked
Chuck
it.
doesn't. I don't
No.
think.
Oh,
No.
hold on.
But I love all Marvel stuff. But this was really good. This was really good.
So we have somebody
Oh.
Ooh, is somebody
new
coming?
to the panel. Oh no,
Oh.
they're not coming to. I mean, if they want, they can come to the panel. I don't care. But,
Oh, introductions.
Hey, what's up, Coos? I'm Chuck, son of the devil.
That's Chuck. I am Todd Steeler. And then we have
Mel's with a Z.
Mel's with a Z.
Mel's
that
with
makes
a
you so
Z.
much. That makes you so much cooler.
So much edgier, I know.
Oh.
Well, since I'm the only person here even remotely claiming my actual identity, hi, I'm Mel's. Normally with an S.
I am
I know
Boston
that
knows
guy.
me. Are you friends with Jesus?
I know that guy, but I don't like that guy.
I wish we could get that guy on here.
I bet it could be arranged.
You know what I would like to see? I would like to
don't
see
wish.
an Anchorman remake with Jesus and then
Oh,
as Ron Burgundy, and then Apostle James could be Champ Kind, could play Champ Kind, because I felt a real Ron Burgundy Champ Kind vibe between those
I'm into
two.
this.
I'm into
I
it too.
I'm really into that. I know some people at a television network. So
They should do it. They should do it.
if I wasn't afraid that we would lose the 6 viewers that we got watching right now, I would totally play Jesus' song and dance numbers.
you know what, Chris? If you have that, Todd, I say roll that.
I don't know if
immediately.
I got audio, if my audio works on here,
Aw.
because it never works when I try to share it on the Mac.
Mine doesn't
that
on
sounds like your
a
problem
regular
for having a
computer
Mac.
either. Are you on Google Chrome?
Yeah.
Because mine won't on Google Chrome either. I have to have somebody else come and share my screen for me on their computer. It's so dumb.
Chuck, I mean,
See, Boston QZ wants you to show it.
I
Oh.
want to show it, but if it doesn't have audio, it's not going to be good.
So let's test something else with audio first. I bet you can do that. There we go.
Okay,
Play your
that's
porn
smart.
that you made.
Yeah, play the porn
I
you made.
don't have.
I
the
mean, I know
porn
there's
that I
no
made.
music, but
Todd Steeler doesn't have the porn that he made
I'll
ready.
beatbox.
Go make one real quick and come back.
Okay.
Wow.
Give me about 3
My
seconds.
arousal just dropped fully. 3 seconds. That is depressing.
You like that? You like how I threw that in there?
I'm surprised Buttercup isn't in here.
Yeah.
In here hitting on Chris. I mean Todd. Sorry.
Todd
Oh, it's
Steeler.
fine. I'm just joking with the name thing. I don't care.
Todd
My real name.
Steeler.
Todd Steeler. I just think Todd Steeler is so much better than Chris.
Chris Smith is kind of I think that might be a fake name.
Oh my god! You don't know how many times I have been in trouble or something, and people are like, "That's a fake name."
Yeah.
I'm like, "That's not a fake name. That's just."
I met a guy on one of those online dating apps way back when
It was
when
me,
we
Holly.
had a
Oh.
flood here. Huh?
I said
it
it was
wasn't
me,
you.
Holly.
It wasn't. His name was Chris Smith. His name was Chris Smith, but it wasn't you. He's much older than you. But he worked for FEMA because when we were having like a flood down south, and FEMA came in, and he was like a writer for I don't know. He wrote up stuff for FEMA. I don't know. And so we hooked up. I swore that it was a fake name, but then he requested me on Facebook, and it was his real name.
Can you hear that?
I can.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Where did Mel's go? She
I
get
don't know where
offended
Mel's-
already by the
I don't know where Miles went, but okay.
by the
so
Jesus
Chuck,
dance?
Chuck, do we
Yes.
do it? Do we do it?
You know, hey, this is everybody.
Warning.
Everybody, warning. If you're easily offended, you should fuck right off right now. But if you like to have fun and laugh, then you should stay here. And that's really the message. Kisses, kittens. Hit it, Chris.
I've got no nails to poke my palms, to pinch my feet, or stop my psalms. I had nails,
This
but
is
now
why
I'm
everybody
free. There
hates
are
this
no
fucking
nails
guy.
in me. Hi, hey, the Mary, yay. That's the only way to pray. I want the world to say, Jesus Christ, superstar. I've got no nails, I never sin. Be nice to me or be condemned. They've got nails, but as you see, I've got no nails in me. Hey!
Hey,
Sometimes it do be like that.
I I love that we just played that.
I
I
love that
won.
you played it too.
Mel's, you missed it. We played.
Mel's
Got
came,
no
Mel's
nails.
came back. She was out of the line of fire for the offensive stuff.
You missed.
I died. I'm so sorry.
It was just Jesus
Professional.
doing his thing again.
So
Love Jesus thing.
that is the kind of stuff you're going to see on Aristocrat Nights and Television, and pretty much any show that whatever the pattern is. These people, when we do stuff, that's the kind of things you see. We try to definitely be as offensive as possible and have fun with it.
It's
How did you
important.
just do that?
I clicked and dragged. You click on the picture and you just drag it.
Oh my god. I'm gonna try that next panel I have.
Whoop.
Oh, whew, oh my gosh.
So-
You made me dizzy.
Oh, then yeah, you ought to come. You oughta stop by.
You gotta stop by Aristocrat Nights. Did you name that after the joke? You did, right?
Well, I mean, yeah. Hey, Tommy.
Yes, love.
Can you say why you keep calling Holly Tommy?
Because that's
You gotta
I mean,
explain why you
that's-
keep calling me Tommy.
that's my girlfriend Tommy. I gave her a golden shower.
Oh,
I did. Don't act
Hey,
like it
you
didn't
can't
happen.
lie, Holly. You can't lie, Holly. You paid for it too.
That's the worst part.
And
oh my
then
god.
we did
I
drugs
did. I
together,
paid for it. You are correct.
And then we did drugs.
Uh-huh.
And then we
And then but why
We had
did
a
you
really
name me
special
that?
Moment. What? Because you're
Why did you
beautiful,
name me
just
that?
like Tommy Wiseau's The Room.
Because I'm so bad, but everybody loves me.
No, because you're so beautiful.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
So bad,
Yeah.
but everybody loves me.
I've personally seen The Room 4 times in theaters and an uncountable number
Oh
of
my
times in
God.
my
Like
I watched.
I'm awful, but those who love me like fucking love me.
Yes, it's true.
that.
Tommy
I
Wiseau's
love
The Room.
it. I love it.
Else from test back, definitely have a friend.
And so sometimes when you get a golden shower,
You get a new
Or-
name.
you get a new name, or
Because you have to have a new name after it's public.
so, yeah, exactly.
That was Aw, you're so sweet.
I just like
That's very
this
sweet.
popped up while we played. I got no nails.
Holy fuck is right.
Oh,
Nails. Yeah.
So that was beautifully written by Mel's.
You
To
wrote
get
that?
this arm thing done.
That
Mm-hmm.
that's amazing.
Thanks.
That's amazing.
guys,
I
just curious, what was it like to record that?
So the person that sang it had never heard of "I Got No Strings" from Pinocchio.
What?
They had never heard
Yeah,
the song before.
Mm-mm. So line by line, I'm sitting here trying to teach a grown man the tune to "I Got No Strings" on a fucking Zoom call, and I'm like, "I got no nails." And then he would try to repeat it. It did not end up really working, and we re-recorded that part.
There was so yes, there was a previous version that just it didn't have tempo, and Matt watched it. Matt was like, "Please allow me to re-record." But it turned out good.
Oh,
that was great.
Good. Well, like the moment Chris comes in the group chat and is like, "I want to do a Disney parody song," I was like, "Oh my god, I have purpose again. I can do that." I used to do school projects and I would write Disney parody songs for them. So like, this is it. I did not hit her. I did not. Bullshit. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh my god! Hey, First Aristocrat Nights, Boston's going to have to recreate that scene.
Yes.
Easy.
There you go.
The water.
Yes.
Boston, you have to show
Start
up for the first
practicing,
night.
Boston. Start practicing.
Sister Coos, I'm already coming up with a name for you.
Sister Coos.
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna be far.
Shower.
Yeah, does she have to
severe.
have a golden shower first?
Yeah, those will just
Possibly.
go around to whoever asks for them. You're not gonna have to pay for it like in the other one.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I own most y'all, anyways. I mean, you guys
That's
don't
true.
seem like real great
So-
people.
People,
You are my
actually-
daddy, Chuck.
People,
Aw.
yeah. I mean, the whole television, the things that people were willing to do, I was shocked. Now, I love the fact. So, for people that did not attend, and this will probably happen on another one. There was a menu, and so as you did tasks throughout the day, you earned money. And at night, when you went and party at the Aristocrat, you could buy things like a golden shower. Yeah, that's now on the internet, Boston. That's now on the internet.
Heyo.
So,
It will never go away.
So you could use the money that you earn throughout the day to buy things at the Aristocrat, such as a golden shower, the Devil's Sticky Icky, and all this stuff would come back and be useful to you, or just for fun, like you would get a different profile picture or a name change, things like that. But I was surprised how, I mean, the money got used like crazy. Everybody was buying things. They loved it.
Yeah, some people were really stingy with their money, though. Like, I
was
couldn't
a
believe
few.
that. I saw people just they thought they were going to be able to use it, I guess.
I'll tell you what, a
Yeah.
shocking bit of money gets spent on bartender's wisdom. A
A
lot.
shocking amount.
A shocking amount.
So
I never.
bartender's wisdom was if you possibly thought maybe you could get helpful information throughout the show, you could pay for bartender wisdom. Now, more than most times, though, you were already pre-warned. Sometimes the bartender's just going to tell you random facts. And Josh had some great facts, or I should say,
Give me
Chuck had
some.
some great facts.
Give me some of it. Give it to me, Daddy.
Give me a minute to collect myself before I say these things.
Boston, you would have to do things to get the Satan bucks.
That's during Hellivision. If you go through Hellivision,
Yeah,
during Aristocrat Nights, everything's a free for all.
You know,
Maybe.
for Chuck, you know, like a buck's a buck, right? And it's
Mhm.
amazing what people will slide you cash for. But like sometimes you're just, you know, sitting on the john, so it's just like, what do you want? So it's just whatever. A lot of things my dad talks about. I give a lot of that advice out. Everything in moderation, including moderation. Try everything twice because you might not have liked it the first time.
That's one of my mottos. I try everything.
You know? But
Good
sometimes
At
it's
least
just
twice.
like I'm just like whispering random movie facts. Sometimes. And like people love that.
The
But,
random movie facts. They love that.
Yeah, they love that. But
Wow.
mainly it was just me just lying to them.
Of course. You're the son of the devil.
Hey,
What do they expect?
I miss my dad.
You miss your dad?
Yeah.
Did you have?
But
a
he
good
was never
relationship?
there, was he? He was a very
no.
absent father to begin with.
And, I'm trying to
You go on
buckle up.
holiday?
I'm a buckle up Chuck. But it's hard. Because, not a lot of support. I miss you guys.
We miss you.
Because,
So-
I got this girlfriend, but, it's a thing.
It's not great.
It's not great.
Ball and chain, huh?
Yeah.
How
Great.
are
Her tits are fine, Tommy. They're great. They're
Oh,
so
her tits
spectacular.
her tits are fucking great.
They are killer. That rack.
They are like masterpieces.
And yes, there was
Really?
cartoon nudity.
Really. But I need to know if Curtis and Crinkle Cut are still together and thriving with the little spuds. Tater tots.
Ooh, I bet you that will be answered on November 6th.
I
Okay.
guarantee you.
But Crinkle Cut's been around. Like, what's the deal with Crinkle Cut, anyways?
Crink,
Oh God.
Crink's been out in the world. He's living his crinkle cut life.
I heard Crinkle's on Earth.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
Crinkle
not
Cut even
great.
very much
He's-
after some of their interactions. So it's I
Aw.
don't think Crinkle Cut would tell you, Tommy. Just from what I know of Crinkle, I don't know that much.
I miss
Well,
you
I
too,
wish that-
Mahogany Alabaster.
I hope Crinkle Cut will show up. Has Crinkle Cut developed a spine or something and isn't
Crinkle Cut worked his way up the corporate ladder.
It's
He's almost
crazy.
CEO of the
the-
Ponderosa.
Of the Ponderosa.
holy
It's fucking crazy. He
You guys-
cleaned up getting raped behind
The
dumpsters of the Ponderosa to being almost CEO. Like, he's not CEO yet, but he's almost there.
He's working his way up, and it's
Mel's, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Now we can.
Yeah.
it's kind of
So-
bullshit with Crank, man.
He has gone from being the one being assaulted on the toilet to assaulting people on the toilet. He's moving up in life.
Good for him. Good for him.
So has he banned all potato sales at the Ponderosa, or does he just not care?
I
You'll have
believe.
to-
But,
I'll ask him. I'll ask him when he shows up at the restaurant. Show us your dog.
Hold on.
Show us your dog.
Hell yeah. Show us your dog.
Oh,
Wait,
I can't
what's his
hear
dog's
anything.
name?
'Cause-
what's his name or her name?
Let's name the dog right now, guys. 1, 2, 3. Everybody
Janessa.
shout out a name. Janessa. Yes.
Hold on.
I knew it.
Stop.
I fucking knew it. Tell me I love you.
I didn't
I
hear
love you,
any
Chuck.
of that. I didn't hear any of that. I was
Your
just
dog
looking at-
Janessa is beautiful.
Oh, Janessa.
Yes.
So that is fun story. That's a McCamey Manor dog. That
No,
I
it's
drove-
not.
Yeah, I drove down and took it.
Oh,
Um,
no.
Come here. When the baby had babies,
That's one of
It's
baby's
going- it was-
babies?
yeah, it was going to go to the shelter.
What's
and-
its name?
Cammy. It was McCamey.
Tammy or Cammy?
Cammy. It was McCamey because I was good
Oh.
with them at the time.
Oh, man.
And so now it's just Cammy.
McCamey Manor.
The dog. That's a kind
Did
of
you just went down there and just
Well,
snatched
yeah,
it
I
up?
did. Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, I
You
talked to
kicked in
Russ
his
every
door with
day.
shotguns.
I was good friends with him, and he was like, "Hey, taking these dogs to the shelter," and I was like, "You can't." And I was supposed to get the gray one that he had,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "Yeah, that's I want you to take that dog. Please take him." And so I drove down there to get him, and he was like, I think I'm gonna keep him. I was like, I just drove.
That sounds kind of
Michigan.
like a Russ move.
Yeah, I was like, I just drove from Michigan to here, and he was like, "You want to take a tour?" I'm like, "You son of a bitch." I don't want to take a damn tour. No, just give me a dog. And so I grabbed this dog and I took it.
Hi, Melissa Everly. There's our queen.
Trouble.
Hey.
There's trouble.
Oh, hey.
What are you doing for Halloween, Melissa?
Hold on one second. I'll be back.
Now it's just us.
Hey.
It's just us. Dad's gone, guys.
Watch this.
Dad's-
Watch this. I'm gonna break character. Hey guys, it's me, Josh. Hi.
Hi.
While Dad's gone, I'll just break character really quick. Hi
Okay.
everybody. Hey Melissa. Hey Tyler. Boston. It's really nice to meet you. There. Okay, I'm done.
I thought you were going to say, since he's gone, you were going to show us the toenail. Well,
Oh my god. Yeah,
Wait.
the toenail.
What
I broke
toenail?
character. I broke character.
Tell him the purpose of doing it when he's
I'm sorry,
gone.
Dad. I'm sorry.
Daddy Chris, don't hurt Chuck Josh too bad.
how is the spook crew?
Oh, we're doing.
I don't think I'm very spooky. These guys are all spooky, but I'm like the lame one. I think I figured something out how to do the thing we want to do, Chris.
Did you?
But I don't know if
You want to
the
talk about
movie thing.
Ice ballet.
Do you want to talk about it here? You can.
Okay, well, I don't know if I should talk about how to do it because
No,
then.
don't talk about how to do it, but maybe
Okay.
pitch it.
Okay, so we are gonna do. I think I figured it out, and I'm gonna test it out and see if it works. And if it doesn't work, then we'll figure something else out. But we're gonna do movies, Mystery Science Theater 3000 style,
Oh, yeah.
with the people on the panel watching the movie and the chat watching the movie, and everybody can chime in. But of course, we get to talk over it. I want to do horror movies because I'll feel like I will be able to watch more horror movies if there's other people involved and I can make fun of them when watching them if I can do stuff. So I think I figured a way to do it without YouTube like striking us down before we even get started.
Okay.
And I will tell you. I'll message you.
Okay.
I'll message
That
you
sounds
about
like
it.
a plan. That definitely
Yeah.
sounds fun.
Yeah, we'll do something horror related and other movies. I suppose we could just force Chuck to watch Marvel films.
Oh no. Especially not Age of Ultron.
Is that your least favorite?
That is 100% the worst Marvel movie, Age of Ultron.
Oh.
Is that the
What's
only
the
one
best
you
one?
watched?
Here, everybody, quick. Worst Marvel movie, fast.
Captain
All
Marvel.
of them.
Captain Marvel.
Marvel. It's the
Ooh,
only
Yeah,
one. No,
Captain Marvel. You're right.
Captain
They could have done
Marvel and
so much
Doctor
more with that.
Strange. Oh yeah, Captain Marvel. So I like the concept that they went with Captain Marvel, that it was supposed to be like a 90s superhero movie, and I think they hit the nail on the head. The problem was 90s superhero movies usually sucked really bad.
Yeah.
So they hit
So-
the nail on the head.
Yeah, they did great with it. I wasn't a fan of the first Doctor Strange either, and those were probably like the only two that I were like, I love Marvel. I don't
Me
care.
too. I love
Kinda
Marvel
fun.
movies. Did you like Black
Strange.
Widow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I really like
No.
Black Widow a lot.
Boo,
bought it.
piss.
What's your favorite Marvel movie?
Ooh, oh, that's a tough one. I don't know.
Ugh.
I like
so
many
it's
of
so loaded. That's so loaded. What?
There's so
Civil
many
War?
Different reasons to love them,
them.
right?
Yeah.
But Guardians of the Galaxy
Mm.
are some of my favorites. They're just
Yes.
just because of the funniness. They're just so funny.
So I watched this whole thing with some Marvel people, and they talked about why they're more successful than DC in films, and I agree. Is they're not writing a superhero movie, when Winter Soldier came out, they were writing a thriller. When Endgame came out, they were writing a heist movie. Guardians of the Galaxy, they're writing like a buddy comedy.
Hmm.
And I like that they think of the genre first and the type of movie they want to write, and then they insert the Marvel characters into it.
That is a really good point.
And
I like
I
it.
think that is why they're more successful. Plus, I don't know, man. DC has not done it for
Well,
me.
No, well, that's even worse.
Wonder
That's worse.
Woman.
That's actually worse than Marvel movies.
Wonder Woman was good.
Including some of the
Yes.
Christopher Nolan films, including those. Not great, guys. Those are
No.
not great
No.
movies.
No, now this new Batman has promise. I think
I
I don't like him, but
No.
I think that it has promise.
I watched the trailer. I was stoked for a second. I'm sad. I love Batman. There we go, guys. Batman's my favorite. Don't
I
do this
love
to my
Batman too, but I don't like any of the movies they've made since fucking Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
He's going to be in the new Flash.
Oh,
yeah. Hey, a new
It's
Flash
Batman.
looks amazing. Like I'm into that, but it's gonna be garbage.
I feel like
love-
they rush their movies. They just feel Aquaman was literally garbage.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
It
what
was
they do,
so
they keep-
badly.
they keep making really, really serious movies, and then they test that serious movie, and it doesn't play with test markets, and then they try to film humorous stuff and add it in after the fact, and it works in 0 of the movies. Absolutely 0. Although Snyder cut of Justice League, not bad.
I liked it. I liked it.
Cut 40 minutes of slow motion out of it though. Jesus
I
Christ.
love
Well,
the
isn't
slow
it just a Marvel movie? I mean, it was Snyder, right?
But it's the DC.
I
movie,
mean, it's
so,
just
like,
a Marvel movie with DC characters, yeah?
But his cut of it is a very totally different movie though. Like 100, like the original Justice League and then the Snyder cut. This is so old that we're talking about this. Fuck all these movies. Also Star Wars. So the hot takes for me on.
Fuck-
Did you
Fuck
just say
Star
fuck
Wars.
Star Wars?
Yes.
Fuck you. Fuck
What
you,
the hell is
Chuck.
wrong with you?
Okay, so like
You're a
you know,
hippie.
you want to know what Chuck's actual hell is? Here's Chuck. Like, so Chuck is feeling bad, right? The nail is drooping, weathered, yellowed. I don't know, right? And I'm like really in that self-loathing. I literally sit down and pay money to rent those movies on Amazon, not watch on
Chuck-
Disney Plus. Pay money,
Yeah,
like
Chuck
$5.
used a form of self-harm.
Yeah, I use
Star
the
Wars
Marvel,
is a-
Marvel and Star Wars as self-harm. It's true. It's
So you
100%
just hate
true.
Disney, too.
No, I love Disney. I love them.
How can you
They're-
hate Star Wars? I don't understand.
Oh,
Okay,
Are you
wait.
looking at this?
oh man.
Can y'all?
Yeah, Melissa,
That's your
You're
friend.
getting
That's
beat.
your friend. So
Yeah.
that's my child.
That's not to say I don't have a fond memories of Star Wars, but woof.
I mean,
woof.
I will say the original 3, I mean, nothing will ever
no.
be better than that.
That's the thing. I'm just. Again, it like goes back to the same point of I just want something fucking different. Like there's 3 cool movies, 1 absolutely stellar holiday special, and then to me nothing else. There's not like there's 4 Star Wars movies, and it's
Oh.
it's the original trilogy and the holiday special, which I do watch every single year. For
The holiday
Christmas, and
special was so bad, though.
It's so good. It's on Disney Plus.
What about
I
The
love it.
Mandalorian?
Is it?
I hate
Mandalorian's
it.
great.
All of
That's
it. I'm
great.
You hated The Mandalorian?
I'm overwhelmed and exhausted with the repetition of the property.
Yeah.
Do something
Okay.
fucking.
You're
That's what
about
it boils
five,
down to.
5
Exhausted.
seconds from getting just booted. for
Mando's
saying that you
great,
hate
but
The
like
Mandalorian.
those new movies were it was too much.
I will fucking fight.
The new movies? Because
Wow.
I thought the first one. Now I can't remember their names. The
Yes.
new trilogy. The first one,
The-
I think, like a lot of people were. I heard a lot of younger people complaining about the action in it, and I'm like, you've been so spoiled with CGI, you don't know. Like, I feel like it
It was
really harkened back to
Still all
A New
CGI.
Hope.
It was
It was A New Hope though. Like I felt like
it
so,
was
like,
A New
that one,
Hope, but
they
that's
tricked
okay
us.
because it was A New Hope. But see, but that's okay. It's okay. It was A New
You-
Hope, but it was a new.
Force Awakens.
I don't know.
That's what
Force
we're
Awakens,
talking about?
yeah. But okay, we can get past that and say, all right, nostalgia gives a wink to Force Awakens. Okay, we'll let that one
Force
slide.
Awakens is great.
But beyond that, those other 2 movies that make no
Last
tonal
Jedi was rough.
sense, Princess Leia floating through space, like what the
okay.
fuck is it goes off
Let
the
me-
rails so hard, so hard.
I saw The Force Awakens probably like 5 or 6 times in the theater. I really liked it, and I had a lot of hope. And then as the other 2 came out, I was just continually disappointed. And I'm now
Yeah, you're
exhausted.
right. You're right.
I
They're not.
also-
The other 2 are not. But I enjoyed them just because I enjoyed them.
There's
I'm
It's
with
just
you,
like there's-
Holly.
I'm very sad that once Disney purchased Star Wars, Disney stopped letting Star Wars be fun.
You just hate Disney.
I don't. And honestly, like, I fucking do. I lived in Orlando almost my whole life. I've watched Disney abuse most people I know. I think their products are primarily shitty, but they've employed thousands and thousands of some of the most talented artists in the world, and I love them for that. And that's what it always boils down to, is like, I like a selective amount of what they've made. I have Disney shit tattooed on me. I just got this. But, like, I don't like most of what they do now because it's sloppy. And that's me.
Oh,
I'm
I
totally
just-
changing
Chad.
your name
Ouch.
to Chad.
ouch!
Totally
Chad.
changing your name to Chad.
That's it. I am gonna.
I
beat
feel
the
like-
shit out of somebody for this.
For me, the three newest ones, I love all of them though. There's something for me that loves all of them, just that continuing saga of the Skywalker, legacy. I just
get
I
behind
just
that.
love it. I don't know how to explain it, but I just love
And that-
I love that there's little things that are explained all the way through that you get to and the thing for me with The Force Awakens is when I left The Force Awakens, I had a theory. I had such a strong theory about who Rey was and why she was. And it would have been brilliant if they did it my way, but they didn't. Do you want to know what my theory was?
Yes.
My theory was that Rey and Kylo Ren were actual twins, but then when Kylo Ren killed all the younglings, sorry, did I spoil it? Just like
You're good.
Anakin did. Well, Luke saved Rey, right? And took her off, and Kylo Ren just thought everybody was dead, and that's why when Rey picked up the lightsaber, she got that flash, because why would she pick up a lightsaber if she wasn't a Skywalker, right? So I
Because
thought
it was-
that she was a Skywalker.
I would rather see Tommy's version of the film.
I wanted that to be what happened. I was very, very sad that that's not what happened,
So
because then
you all know that he killed Baby Yoda, right?
Good.
I eat Baby
What?
Yoda.
the fuck.
I knew that would get you. Hey, if Kylo
That
Ren
is
killed
not
all
real.
them, if Kylo Ren killed all those kids, that's why they had Luke Skywalker pick up Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda's dead.
Toast.
Rip.
I'm
He's
sorry.
in- you know what? Baby Yoda's in hell.
What? But there's another Mandalorian coming out, isn't there?
Yeah, but it's before.
Baby Yoda won't be in it,
It's no, it's going to be in it, but it's before.
but it's still before.
Yeah. Yeah, Baby Yoda, they put him at the academy at the same time that Kylo Ren killed all them
Wow.
kids, so
Pretty dark, gritty Disney.
yeah.
It's all bleeding together. I just see that's the thing with me. It's like it's not even that I these things. I gave up. I gave up long ago. I couldn't
yeah.
do it.
I never
can't
gave
keep
up.
I did. I totally gave up. I'm so happy to live in a feedback loop of watching the same 3 old movies over and over, and the holiday special, which is better than any of those. And just
First appearance of Boba Fett, just saying.
first appearance Boba Fett, first appearance Kashyyyk. A fucking amazing showcase of Ralph McQuarrie's art. You get to see Carrie Fisher higher than she ever was on film at any other point. Doinked, zipped, gone. You get to see Mark Hamill immediately post-accident. He looks like a creepy Ken doll with so much makeup on. He's wearing eyeliner. It's amazing. It's great. So, oh my god, the fucking Jefferson Airplane musical number. It's great.
It is wild stuff.
I would
this is
say that if I had to watch any 3, it would be the first. Like if I had to pick
Oh yeah.
3 that I could,
Yeah.
it would be the first 3. But I
Right.
still will
So-
watch any of them and
So
enjoy them.
Tommy's first movie night is the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Okay. We could do that.
Please. Oh,
But I have to be able to talk through the whole thing. We have
Oh,
to do
yeah.
Mystery Science Theater 3000 style.
Oh, we gotta do a horror movie. We can't do this.
Yeah, we got to do a horror movie. You guys, but it cannot be the Serbian film.
No.
Oh.
No. I
Have you ever
don't
seen
wanna
the
do
film Blood Beast? Blood Beast?
Blood what?
Beast? It's a Christmassy film. It's one of my favorite Christmas horror films, and here. I'm just going to talk about just a few of the things that are in it. There are samurai ghosts. There is a hunting trip. There is a ghost woman who orgasms when she kills people, and there is a near Power Rangers like fight at the end of it.
Oh, interesting.
It sounds like
it's on
a
Shudder.
movie that you would watch.
We get that in there too.
We have to watch I think we have to do something like one of the Halloween movies, because those are the ones that literally I can't.
Oh, come on. Those are like the easiest to watch.
But I told you
watched
I'm traumatized. I am traumatized by that image of Michael Myers behind the couch. I hear his name, and that image is like seared into my brain. And it was the creepiest scene. Just something about that scene just creeped me out. I don't know how old I was when I saw it. What year did that come out?
79?
So
Was it
I was
78?
probably fucking 8,
One of the
and my dad thought it was just great fun because he got HBO that we should watch everything. So it was probably, no, I was probably like, it was probably 80 or something. So I was probably like 9, not very much better. And like, I was traumatized, and I just can't with that movie.
What was everyone's first horror movie here?
That was probably Invasion of the Body Snatchers when I was 7.
78. 78 was Halloween.
Yeah, the original
Yeah.
terrified me.
I don't know what my first horror movie was.
We got to do the Trick or Treat movie though, not the one with Sam. The one with the
you want
rock band.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. Great. But, now I can't
I've seen a lot of horror movies for not liking horror movies.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of them.
Yeah. This one might seem low stakes, but one of the first horror things I remember watching was the film version of Something Wicked This Way Comes, and that one really getting me when I was a young child. The Spiders in the Bedroom specifically really got me. Creepy story, even better book by Ray Bradbury.
What was it called?
Something Wicked This Way Comes.
Oh, okay,
a carnival that comes to a small town.
Mm-hmm.
That was the one that got me, and then Jaws.
Okay, I
Really?
saw Jaws when I was little too. See, my dad was, he fucking liked to traumatize us, I think, because we watched that shit. He got HBO, and it was when it was new, and so it was like we had to watch all the fucking movies to pay for his to get the entertainment out of it. So I saw Jaws, but I think my dad took us to see Jaws at a drive-through once. My dad was messed up. When did the first Jaws come out? Is that considered a horror movie?
I would consider that a horror movie.
Yeah.
I mean, the first one especially. 2 and 3 are more
like
action
Jaws.
thriller films, but
75.
Okay, so I wouldn't have seen that at 4. I really don't think my dad would. So it was probably like early 80s I saw all these movies on HBO. All these scary movies. But Invasion of the Body Snatchers is the first one, and the dog with the fucking human face on it fucking gave me nightmares, and I vomited all night. It was terrible. So horrible.
That's one of the only remakes of mine. The 70s remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers is fucking amazing.
Great movie.
That was a remake?
Yes.
So there was one
Jason
before that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The original is a classic.
Okay.
It is. But
Is the remake the one with the dog face?
Yes, that's the
Okay.
remake.
That terrified me.
Was it in color?
I remember it was like a pug, and it had a fucking human face on it, and it scared me.
The homeless man and the dog. That scene is fucking amazing. My first
Yeah.
was also kind of low, I guess. But I saw Invasion of the not long after that.
Yeah.
Chuck and Mel's, can we make an Invasion of the Body Snatchers with JPEG Jones?
Yeah.
Oh my god. And it's the reason that if you know how you see dogs sometimes that have like human looking eyes, like it fucking freaks me out. I can't.
Parents used to do that to me when they would put me to bed. We would pray, and then they would go, they thought it was real.
Ooh, this is such okay.
Oh,
Yes, we're gonna go there.
sure.
What
What did Jordan Peele remake besides Twilight Zone? Though I'm
well, I mean, Us was kind of chud.
yeah.
I mean, it was basically chud.
Candyman.
Well, he only produced that.
I illegally downloaded it.
I loved. Hey, I will say this right now. I absolutely loved the new Candyman. That was such a surprise for me. I felt like it did justice to the series. The feel, the look, everything felt like a throwback to like the movies that we grew up watching, the horror movies that we grew up watching. I don't want to say classics or old movies because Candyman still, to me, isn't that old. But I thought it did so good. Now, Rob Zombie, I know that this is going to be unpopular opinion. I hate Rob Zombie movies. I hate him with a passion. I think he has a great vision. I think his cinematography, his directing is good. I think somebody else needs to write his movies for him because he doesn't know how to write dialogue. I can't stand when somebody says fuck every other word.
Oop. That's my whole brand.
I know.
My fucking brand.
Fuck.
You know what?
You do it classy, Josh.
It's because I do it in poetry, bitches.
Yes.
Bitches. I've never seen a single Rob Zombie movie.
There's some of them are really good. I think it's probably an unpopular opinion. I kind of like the remake of his Halloween remake, Not 2. That's bullshit. And I liked Lords of Salem. I thought that is that what it's called, Lords of Salem. I liked that one.
I'll say Lords of Salem was one of my favorite of his.
But 3 from Hell, meh. 31, eh. And I'm just like. I don't know, like Munsters. I'll watch that. That sounds fun.
No, Munsters is going to be such a shit show.
Munsters. They're redoing Munsters again.
Yes, and it's Sherry Moon,
Jeff Daniels.
What was that, Mouse?
Right?
I'm excited for the Munsters remake.
Munsters was a family-friendly show.
Wholesome.
And this is going to be rated R, starring Sherry Moon. I mean, it's going to be terrible.
Nobody's watching the Munsters on television anymore. Fans either are watching it on DVD and are grown-ass adults for the most part. And number 2, they already did this with Addams Family, and people fucking love those movies.
That's what I keep thinking is,
Wait,
they're not rated R. The Addams Family are not rated R.
But I mean, but if you could do that and take it to rated R, I think this could be really funny and could be an interesting.
It's not going to be funny. It's not going to be funny though. That's the thing.
It's going to be horror, right?
No. Yes.
Grandpa's going to come down and sexually assault someone.
Yes, exactly. The grandpa's going to sleep with dead bodies.
This sounds like Montagucci.
The mom is going to be a stripper.
Sure.
I'm just saying, every Rob Zombie movie, every one of them's the same. I'll tell you what, I loved the Rob Zombie Halloween movies if they were not called Halloween.
The first one's okay. I think it's got some really hard to watch moments in it, and I think that's what makes that movie pretty good. That movie's hard to watch.
Is it Halloween with Michael Myers? Is Michael Myers the character in it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's
I've never seen any Rob Zombie movies.
I think the violence in the reboot is so brutal. It's so brutal.
It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
But can you imagine the Munsters getting brutally violent?
And that's what's going to happen.
I'm ready. You know what?
But you hate Star Wars.
My nail is growing much harder.
Yes, I do.
But you want to ruin the Munsters.
We can't bring the torch for the Munsters now. Oh, wait, let's bring the torch for the Munsters.
Like, fuck yeah, I want to see slutty Lily Munster. I want to be slutty Lily Munster. This sounds ideal in my book. And I also, okay, so here's the thing. Number 1, the Munsters is virtually irrelevant in modern pop culture. I'm happy to see it having a resurgence and being talked about so much at all. I own the entire series on DVD. I love it. And number 2, I just have a soft spot for Rob Zombie because, like, good on you for making such a large career out of horror, out of almost exclusively horror, the most undermined genre to specialize in everything. He's built a music, a film, and a haunt career off of this one genre, and I think that's neat. I'm like, good for you, even if I don't think it's all stellar. I
love Rob Zombie's music.
cool that it's.
Oh, I love his
consistent.
music too. But that, yeah.
They
So
look
there's Herman Munster,
But the
Lily,
makeup
Grandpa.
is so good. The makeup is great. The wig is bad, but the makeup
He's the
is so good.
Geico caveman.
My
The
only
makeup is
problem
good,
is
but I
Shirley
wish that they
Moon
could stick to the tone of the monsters and just make it awesome without making it violent.
When did
Just
Grandpa ever have a mustache?
It threw me, but I'm into it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see it in more than just a still shot and see if that mustache comes off, because I bet you it does. But like,
You
I mean,
know
if
what
things-
Rod Zombie should do if he's going to do something like that, one of those old television shows, the Beverly Hillbillies. He could
Oh my
get his
God.
Dragula car.
I would also watch that.
I would watch
Because it could be like Devil's Reject, right? Like that family.
I don't know. You can write certain things with a lot of swearing and it be good if it's done right. And I don't think that Rob Zombie does it right. I don't. And
We're gonna teach Rob Zombie how to fuck.
I feel like he's extremely talented. I do love his music, and like I said, his vision I think is brilliant. Halloween just really, if it wasn't Halloween, it would be a great movie. I really think I enjoyed it, but I had to take away this wasn't the Michael Myers that I grew up with.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy they came out with the last, not Halloween Kills, but the one prior, because I felt like that did it justice. I didn't think Halloween Kills was bad. I've watched it a couple times now. I liked it. I get, though, why people don't like it, too.
Yeah, that was Lords of Salem, Heather Dissel. I love that one. The book's good, too. He wrote a book for that, a whole book.
Lords of Salem was great.
I think it's a super interesting movie and one of the Sherry Moon Zombie's better performances.
Yes.
Because here's the thing, right? Like Rob Zombie, and you say it like you love his vision. Rob Zombie is an aesthetic. You know what I mean? It's like
It's
this
definitely
fully
an
molded
aesthetic.
brand. It's like Disney. You know what I mean? And so like if you are into that thing, I mean, the shit he has done is iconic, especially for somebody who is a musician and especially someone in a niche era of music like he was, like White Zombie and stuff like that, and coming out with all that themed stuff, like that was dangerous to a career. Like that kills careers, not keeps them going. You know what I mean? Like you don't know a bunch of horror Billy bands, do you? I mean, I do, because I'm an elitist prick. But you know, like Creep Show, the Arkhams, just saying. But yeah, and then you know, like I mean, House of a Thousand Corpses, that shit's iconic. It's absolutely
House of a
iconic.
Thousand Corpses I liked. I did enjoy House of a Thousand Corpses. Devil Rejects I could live or live without.
Yeah, I like it. The violence is good. It's edgy, it's challenging, you know, content.
I think that I just would like to see a toss up of characters. Like I'm sick of seeing. I feel like every Rob Zombie movie is the exact same movie, and maybe
Yes,
and it's not.
That's what I hear.
You know, and not that it's always the same people acting in different parts, but even just the plot and how it happens. You know, like I mean, we already joked that the grandpa would sleep with a dead body. And Sherry and Lily would be a stripper because the mom's always a stripper. Somebody's always sleeping with a dead body, and it's usually the uncle or like the older grandpa
Or
in the
Tommy.
movies,
Or me, yeah.
or
Yeah.
or Tommy. Tommy does
Necrophilia.
that stuff.
It's because I have hot flashes, so I
Yeah,
like
we
that
forget-
cold,
The cold
stiff
of
body
bone.
next to me.
We get you, and we don't judge. No judging here.
No,
No
no
judging.
judgment.
But all right, well, hey, we've been on for almost 2 hours, so I think it's time to wrap this up. I want to thank everybody for coming on and just shooting the shit. Holly, do you got anything you want to plug? Do you got anything going on soon?
No, my channel's just about drama, you know. I know you guys
Hey.
watch it because you love the tea.
it gets me through work. Like I have this job that I just sit and I have nothing to really do. I'm just kind of sitting there. So I
Same.
sit and I listen, and I love that it gets me through my day between all of your channels.
Do you ever cringe? Say, "Oh, Holly."
Oh, there's so many times where I'm like, Holly, no.
Let's just stay away from that one.
We definitely have so many different opinions, but I still enjoy listening to everything you say. I do.
Well,
I
that's
do.
good. That's good.
Oh,
So, but no,
Mels.
I have nothing to plug other than I will be attending a remote experience next month that
Ooh.
I'm very excited about, but it's not mine, so I won't plug it. But
Okay.
I hope that some of my newfound friends are going to be getting into advanced treatment or a haunted house soon or one of those
I have
things.
I know two of your friends that I've kind of talked to here and there, at least through like this.
Mm-hmm.
I will be getting in touch with because we're going to do I have some people. So backstory, the reason why advanced treatment was done, and then I had some theater people that wanted to see if a remote would benefit their show, and they were questioning me on what remotes were. So we're going to run a special advanced treatment, and I got a handful of spots open, so I'll be reaching out to a few people to let them join in this kind of slim down advanced treatment. So I will be in touch with those people.
Yay!
Mel's, what about you? Anything to plug?
Sure, I'll do two little plugs. So first is for my husband and I's company, Twin Knife Productions, or if you just look for Twin Knives on Facebook or Instagram, you should find us. We are not currently in production on anything, but collaborating on many things, frequently with Chris, frequently with the legend behind Chuck, Josh, doing projects with them, and we have some other stuff coming up in the future. And then the other thing I have to plug I'll let Chuck plug the other thing because it's for both of us.
Oh,
All right, I'm gonna plug Mel's butthole.
buttholes. We
It's
always
for
talk
both
about
of us, baby.
buttholes.
It's for both of us. So
Oh no.
once again, here I am being an elitist prick, and I'll plug something that's sold out. So the Blackheart Collective is getting really excited to bring a haunted house to people and take them inside of the house at Harper's Grove. We're about to complete our third beta test. Woo! Before we launch next month. And I imagine we'll start seeing the haunted house crop up a little bit more often than that as things move forward. But otherwise, you can always find us on the Insta, black.heart.collective. I want to scare the shit out of you.
Yes. I can't wait.
I can't. Holly, I can't wait either.
I cannot wait.
Is it November yet? I never thought I'd be excited to get past Halloween, but for the
I
first,
know, right?
for the first year
I'm
ever,
so stoked.
Mm-hmm.
my parents are moving on Halloween, so I can't wait for that to be fucking over. But number two, I just can't wait to get to the haunted house.
Yeah, it's getting real close to walking up those stairs.
Haunted house sold out like within the first hour or something.
We had pretty much every spot was pretty much secured in the first I would say for the first 6 hours, because sometimes Instagram is slow if I post at the wrong time of day. But all of our shows are relatively small audiences. Haunted house is 14, 15 people. And so you just got to watch Instagram. When I put up posts, I'll announce shows, and they go pretty fast. We'll ask you to send us an email and apply, and we'll get a hold of you, and I'll do a telephone interview with you and see if you're a fit for the shows. But the stuff we do is 21 and over only, with severe warnings for content.
Severe content warning. I love it.
Yes, I mean anything Mel's and Josh or Chuck touch gold. I love
You too, Chris.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I love their individual projects, and I love working with them on projects. That's the nice thing with the three of us. Like we all have like little like standalone things, but we still kind of all help each other a little bit.
Mhm.
And then but when we come together as a group, like I absolutely love it. Like Television was probably the funnest 3 days I've had, and I don't
Yeah.
even know how long.
Oh, long
Same.
Most I've laughed in a long time.
From the other side, it was so good.
Holly, we would wake up at like 10 in the morning Eastern, right? And
Mhm.
be on a phone call, and it wouldn't hang up. That phone call, we would have to stop and charge our phones like
Yeah.
while we were talking, because that phone call wouldn't end until like 3 a.m.
Oh my God.
We would just all be on different pages, just cracking up and laughing at what everybody was doing and saying, "Oh, should we do this? Should we push this envelope?" It was so fun, so much fun.
Mhm.
I love it.
I would love
Mel's,
to
do
do
you
it.
guys, does your company do remotes?
Mhm.
Besides,
we do
besides your collaboration with Chuck
we do
there.
exclusively remotes. We've done 2 so far, Love Locked and Don't Go to School Tomorrow.
Ooh.
So one sort of old school crime drama, and one I would say real life American horror.
Okay.
And then of course collaborative projects. We did Fuck the Mouse, which was the JPEG Jones 8-bit
Mhm.
witch show.
Mhm.
And technically Twin Knives was one of the collaborating companies for Television as well.
Right.
But we have some stuff in the works. I probably shouldn't say this because it's like not mine to even mention, but my husband is conceptualizing a sci-fi horror remote right
Mhm.
now. That should be pretty fucking cool and probably come in the late winter if it happens.
And
So
Eli, Eli's super rad. He did all the music for A Haunted House as well. He recorded the entire soundtrack, all original music.
You were Mel's getting married in our right, in our
treatment, yeah, we got married.
tour of advanced treatment,
Mhm.
and still managed to be a part of that. That was awesome.
Yeah, that wasn't
Yeah.
part of the story. That was Mel's actually got married mid-run of advanced treatment. That
Yeah.
was amazing.
I remember you'd come in the chat saying, "I'm going to go get my nails done." I think you even showed us your nails.
I'm
pretty
did,
sure
yeah.
you showed us your nails. Yeah.
Yes,
wanna-
Twin Knives.
I didn't want to make the experience about my fucking wedding, because like that's my I didn't want to make it like a thing, but I was also very excited because
We were
wedding.
excited for you.
Yeah,
That was
and it was
awesome.
really. I literally like checked advanced treatment like on the toilet the morning I got married, and then went and did wedding stuff all day. And then when we left for the honeymoon, like I hopped in the chat while Eli was driving. We watched the live stream from the beach. Then I guess everyone saw this. Yeah, I killed Eli the first night of our honeymoon.
Yes, you did.
I did. So that was really nice. It was kind of nice to throw a little dash of remote immersive into our marriage.
And that's what I love. So with like advanced treatment, I love the progression of the people going through it. So like Holly, I'll use you as an example. I won't talk about the task or what you did, but you and like Donna were a great 2 participants, because we saw a progression. Like you were new to this, you didn't know what to expect, and at first like you did the task and they were just subtle things, but by the end you did really powerful pieces, and it was just really cool to see your journey. Like I could tell as we went through it, you got more and more comfortable and you understood what needed to happen. And yeah, you just made some phenomenal stuff. And your final task that you did really stuck with me, and it was amazing.
Was that the one with my sober beer?
Yep.
Mhm.
And I felt like that was like you hit the nail on the head of what that task was supposed to be, and it meant a lot. And
Thank you.
As a creator, and I believe I can speak for Mel's and Josh when I say that when people do our shows and they become very vulnerable with us and open up and show us a side of them that maybe they don't show everyone, it means a lot. like we don't take it with a grain of salt, and it makes for me, I get very emotional when I'm watching this stuff, and it's so cool to see people going through, and I love getting new people into this and seeing that just spark in their eye, like, hey, this is new, this is exciting, this is fun, and it's a journey because you don't know what to expect ever starting something like this.
No. And I knew people that were doing these things, but it was never quite, I mean, like I couldn't quite grasp it until I did it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fucking mind-blowing how impactful it was. Like it's just, I love it. I love it so much. And now I can't wait. That's why I was asking Mel's is if she has anything, because I would like to try things individually of everybody's, you know. Love the collaboration. Hellovision was like, I mean, like so much fun. So like I'll have to, I mean, I think I already follow Twin Knives on Instagram. So you guys will like promote it there?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Next time we do a production, we had a very, very chaotic and just difficult summer. So we went on what I would consider extended hiatus from June onwards, but very much a hiatus. I mean, we were working on things just a little slower than we were at the beginning of the year, and kind of pacing ourselves a little more so we don't go too crazy, because it is totally possible. But I mean, if you do a Blackheart show, you're seeing the majority of my work, because Josh and I very, very closely on all of Blackheart shows.
I just want to support you all collectively and individually as well, because
you still support me through Blackheart or through Twin Knives, just like you support Josh through Unstable Nightmare People or Blackheart. You know, it's all interconnected.
Alrighty. Oh, good.
Nice.
So,
hey,
all right.
What about one more question? The PDX Extreme Initiation, is that what it's called? It's just INTT. What's that about? And should I try it?
If you can get a ticket, I don't know if they still got tickets.
I thought
left.
they had a thing saying that they were doing one more.
They already almost sold out the encore. I think they may have one. They may have one ticket left. PD Extreme is such a fun show. It's like watching like a 45-minute movie that you're a part of. You know, it's not time consuming because it's done within the hour. Their acting is stellar. It's really fun. Like, it definitely, Holly, if you can snag a ticket, go for it. Try to grab one. I believe they only have one left. It's in my group.
Okay.
So find the post and just click it and get a hold of them. Because if you can grab that ticket, go for it. It's so fun.
I loved it 100%.
Yours is coming up soon, right, Mouse?
Yeah, November 6th, same day as the first Rat Nights.
Sweet.
But before that, obviously, I'm super excited. I've heard nothing but positive things about PD Extreme, and they are lovely people to interact with on a human basis, which I value incredibly highly in creators. So it's gang. We love PD Extreme.
Yeah.
That doesn't interfere. November 13th doesn't interfere with. It does interfere with Haunted House, doesn't it?
Nope. That's November 19th. Wait.
Okay,
19th,
not the 12th.
21st.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, it's technically 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st. Sorry, everybody.
It's just added an extra day.
I did. It's PD Extreme. PD Extreme does in-person shows and remotes. Since COVID, they've slowed down on doing live shows, but their remotes are amazing for people here. For people who want to take a look at what a live show might be like, I would say, hey, you should go see a PD Extreme show. It is a blast, and it is also something that is that it is affordable. It is an affordable ticket, and I'll say that. And I appreciate that a lot.
Holly, they're not far from you.
Yeah, they're not. Holly.
No, they're not.
Really not.
2 hours.
You can do an actual.
Wait, no, I can't. What are you talking about? I'm not going to go. I'm going to go see Edward if I'm going to do anything.
Holly, you go to Beaverton. I promise I will show up and cheer you on. Okay, there you go. Holly, let's go to Beaverton and see if Sam and Nikki will do a show for us. Come on. It's not that far from either of us.
But it's extreme horror, though. It's like extreme, like Crucible extreme, right?
Not that.
No,
bad.
Crucible's Crucible.
Yeah, Crucible
Okay,
is
so
a
what?
different thing.
Give me a comparison that I know nothing about, anyways, because I've never done any of this shit. But like,
Duress?
What did you just say?
Just duress? You'll just be under duress? I
just
guess?
under duress.
Yeah, we'll call it that. It's creative duress. Don't kink shame me.
Well, I mean, I might like that. Why can't I just want to
Well,
be an actor in one of these things? You don't understand. I just want to be the person doing the things to the people.
But
Hey,
first, you
Holly,
have
if
to have the
Edward
creative
did an
duress done
in-person
to you.
show, if Edward did an in-person show, would that happen? Would you show?
Yes, probably. I'm in
What
love
if
with
it was
Edward.
What if it was also a remake of Magic Mike?
Oh, Edward in a remake of Magic Mike. Oh my gosh.
That's a horror movie in itself.
I'd buy that for $1.
That's too much. All right, we're gonna end on that note.
All right.
Aristocrat Nights, November 6th, free of charge. Tips are appreciated. Follow my Facebook group, Great American Horror Road Trip. You will find links to everything, or www.horrorroadtrip.com. The sign-up sheet will be there soon. You just have to sign a waiver, and then you will have a link emailed to you the day of. And it's a fun free show. Going to hang out for about 3 to 5 hours. And,
3 to 5 hours. I love it.
Yeah, 3 to 5 hours of just chaos. We'll see how far it goes. Every month will be a continuous storyline, so it will be like a TV show. Just really want to push that.
But like Game of Thrones, where we have to wait such a long ass fucking time for the next show.
Yes. You'll have to wait for the next show because we can only do so many. But
Draw more dragons.
Yeah, we'll have more dragons than Game of Thrones.
Way more
Josh,
dragons.
start drawing, Josh.
We're drawing a dragon.
We're drawing a dragon. So all right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
this was fun, guys.